UK's first major post-Brexit trade deal struck with Japan has been hailed as historic by the government. It will boost trade by almost $20 billion, strongly reduce export tariffs on car parts and pork, as well as open up new markets. But experts question its impact, particularly if the UK fails to reach a free trade agreement with the EU. Holly Hudson has more.
The processing room at Wicks Manor Farm in Essex. A tonne of British sausages and half a tonne of bacon is produced here every day. And a quarter of what is packaged is sent to Asia and the Middle East, including Singapore, Thailand and Hong Kong.
We started supplying into expat populations, so we're really looking where there's a strong affiliation with the UK anyway, with strong expats, and then also a domestic population with high disposable income. So Hong Kong and Singapore were really key markets for us to get to for just those reasons, and we've been very successful in supplying into those marketplaces.
Managing Director Fergus Howie is hoping that they can soon match that success in Japan after the UK signed a new trade pact with the country which, according to the government, strongly reduces export tariffs on pork.
It means we'll be very competitive to be able to gain access into Japan. Then, potentially a really good market for us. So I think Japan is the third biggest economy globally, the 11th biggest country in population. So there's some big benefits of being able to supply into Japan.
According to the UK government, this deal will boost trade by almost $20 billion.
Downing Street has hailed the agreement with Japan as historic, and in one sense it certainly is a huge achievement. This is the first independent free trade deal that the UK has struck since leaving the EU, and it couldn't have come at a more pivotal moment as Britain races to secure deals before the Brexit transition period ends in December. But questions remain over its substance and whether it will really much improve on the existing agreement with the EU.
UK officials say gains have been made. More digital provisions, better market access to Japan for UK financial services, greater movement of people and reduced tariffs for car and rail parts, supplying companies like Nissan. They also point to the pact as a gateway to helping Britain join the Trans-Pacific Partnership. But there's been criticism that it will only bolster Britain's GDP by just 0.07%, while forecasters estimate a 5% loss in GDP due to Brexit. And industry leaders argue that with the threat of no deal with the EU still looming large, it provides little consolation.
So as far as we're concerned, getting this just prevents further damage to the industry. The most important trade deal the UK can do for us is with Europe. It is, 80% of what we produce is exported. Over half goes to the rest of Europe. And, Japan, while a very important market, is about fourth or fifth on the list in terms of, and it's a lot less than Europe as a whole.
In terms of exactly how far the Japan pact pushes beyond the current one with the EU, ultimately we won't find out the real meat of the matter until next month, when the final text of the deal is expected and when the deadline for a free trade agreement with Brussels arrives. Holly Hudson, CNA, London.